live again, and we are traveling with beautiful Cheryl Marie.
Hi.
And we are on I-75 South, traveling behind a row of lots and lots of trucks that we've noticed
Kroger.
here. I mean,
Kroger.com.
There is just one trucker after another out here on the highway right now. And I can only imagine what would these be doing if they were running on batteries right now, folks, on electric power. It just isn't going to happen ever, folks, I'm telling you. But welcome to the Catfish Tank with us. We are here to discuss stocks. We usually talk about SoFi, but today we had a road trip we needed to take, and we're headed for Florida. So thank you for being here with us whilst we watch people accumulate stocks. And
Austin Boulevard. Your Austin Boulevard.
Austin Boulevard.
This guy is just hanging out in the left
Get
lane.
on over there.
I know.
Blast that pass.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, slowpoke. What the hell are you doing?
I don't
Get off the
know.
left lane.
He is driving me crazy, and I saw a few other people do that.
And then we got the big old white
Cadillac.
Oh, he's slacker, driving like a wacko. Oh, yeah. Cheryl says, see ya. See ya later. Sweet potato. Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we're really cruising down the highway now. We got one whole viewer with us on this channel right now, streaming with us today right now, and we're glad you're here, whoever you are. We realize that we have three now amongst us. That trucker is a shorty. That's right, that trucker's a shorty. Folks, we're on the highway to glory. We are reaching the glory hole. You guys were watching any of the series that came on a long time ago about the glory hole? What were those miners called themselves? What were they? Oh my goodness, gold fever.
Gold diggers, gold
Something or another.
Gold, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe gold fever or something like that.
Hey, welcome back. Now we have twice.
Can they hear you? They
Yeah,
must be able to hear you.
They can hear me again, right? Everybody can hear me again, right? Well, we're having a rough time traveling down here and trying to stream and travel. One of the reasons I don't get any viewership is because I haven't, with these videos that I'm setting up here, I'm going to have to set one up tomorrow, so I've actually got a way to put in some tags and thumbnails and stuff, because these videos I'm streaming, I'm not allowed to put in tags. I can't tag them, and I can't edit them and put in some, words that would help. I could actually do it on my other phone, but I'm not going to do that. So, welcome everyone that's here with us, and we're studying the stock SoFi. Right now, it's pure and simply being accumulated as much as they can get here at 1186. They got what they could at 1166. It was very short-lived. But they got a little satchel there at 1166. Now they're going to accumulate at 86, 88. And isn't it great, folks, that we were buying this stock at $6 a share just 2.5 months ago? I mean, how blessed are we to have got this stock at this price 6 months ago? And you know what? Those of you that started watching this channel, there was one piece of paper that made more people buy than any other piece that I had. And it showed you how often they had manipulated SoFi's stock price. And then I kept showing you even more pieces of paper that were very interesting to some, I guess. Some of you were interested in this piece of paper. Wow, sorry about that. But some of you liked this piece of paper that I had shown. It showed you the price that if you went short at 647, you could have got out and made a 19% gain 8 days later. If you had gone short there at 647, November the 9th, 8 days later, you could have got out of that shorted position and made 31%. If you had then gone long on the 494, only 6 days later, you could have got out of that long position at 613 and made 24.2%. If you had then gone short at 613, it would have only been 34 days later, and you could have gotten out of that shorted position on December 28th at 424 and banked a 44% gain. If you had gone long on December 28th, by February 2nd, the price had nearly doubled, and you would have made a 94% gain. If you had then, from that price, shorted it at 824, from February 2nd to April 26th, a month and a half, it was down to 566, and you would have made a 45% gain. If you went long there, you would have waited 5 days, and the price would have been up to May 1st, earnings day, 654. If you had shorted at 654, 3 days later, folks, the price was $4.59. That's the first day I bought it, and that's the price I paid right there. And folks, if you had gone long at $4.59, you would have made 42%. 6 days later, the price was at $5.99. If you shorted it at 560, folks, if you shorted it at 560, 5 days later, the price was at David Chiaverini attack day, May 15th, 455. You would have made 23%. If you went long on David Chiaverini day at 455, 29 days later, 30 days later, the price went from freaking 455 to 1023. And folks, you would have made a profit of 125%. If you shorted at 1023 on June 14th, the next day's downgrade by 3 people raising their target prices would have got you in at 771. If you shorted at 1023 and got out at 771 and bought your way back in, you would have made a 32% gain. Folks, from that 771, only 27 days later, the price was at $10.13 on July 19th on SoFi. This is stock symbol SOFI, people. And look at the amount that it was run up and down from June 23rd. And by the way, we're on the highway, traveling down the highway, so it makes it a little difficult to stay steady here. But folks, I'm just trying to show you these massive price swings. And from July the 19th, 1013, if you shorted there, the price would have gone from 1013 down to 894 in just 8 days. And you would have made 31.5%. And then from July the 27th at 894, if you went long, 3 days later, the price was at 1170, and you would have made 30.9% on SoFi, okay? This is SoFi stock, folks. Just look at this thing. If you had gone from the 1170 and shorted July the 31st, by 3 weeks later, it was at 789, and you would have made 48%. 27 days was all you'd have to wait from then, going short at 918, and it went down to 641 November 21st, and you would have made 43%. From 641, if you'd have gone long, in 1 month's time, 29 days, the price had gone from 641 to 1016, and you would have made 58% profit. These roads suck. Cop in the right lane.
Where?
Up there, I'll tell you. I know, I saw him. Got his flashers on. There he is, right there. Howdy doody. Folks, when you look at this sheet of paper right here, what you see is one of the most manipulated stocks I've ever seen, and very large gains on each of these manipulations up and down. If you had gone short at every high and long at every low, you would have made 839% profit on SoFi over the last year and a half trading the stock because of the manipulation that's gone on from each high to each low to each high to each low to each high to each low. It's been insane, folks. Look at this price. 544, 647, 613, 450s, 1023, 771, 1013, 891, 1170, 789, 918, 641, 1016, 923, 1049, 721. I mean, folks, holy cow. Look at the gapping on this stock. Look at the gains that can be made day trading this stock. Right? Kapira Tekin says, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Yeah, FOXO, over 500%. I pulled out too early, 140%. Oh, well, I can't complain. Oh, man, FOXO, in your soul. Well, good score, though, there. Anyway, you never cry over a profit. You should never, ever cry over a profit, folks. There's Trader's World right there. Trader's World. And Treasure Isle Flea Market right there. Treasure Isle Flea Market. If you want to go check out Treasure Isle Flea Market, it's at the Monroe and Lebanon exit. We're in Lebanon, Ohio, folks. If there's anybody here in Lebanon, Al-Salam Alaikum.
It says Monroe.
It says Monroe. All right, Monroe. Well, I'm just saying what the exit said.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where we are right now. Cincinnati. Thank you for joining us on this road trip. Ahmed Sadiq is crying. I just said, Assalamu alaikum, and he started laughing. And, hey man, wahed etnin talata arba imsa seta saban tamenya tesha ashra. How do you like that, Ahmed? I bet you can understand what I'm saying there. For an American, that's not too bad. For an American. I can count to 10 in probably about 25 or 30 languages. And I do speak several languages. I speak Spanish and French and English, of course. A little bit of German and a little bit of Hebrew. We got trouble ahead of us, folks. That's not looking too. Maybe we want to. Ooh. I'm glad you were far enough behind that not to get caught out on the front of the car.
Mm-hmm.
My wife is good about keeping a nice little space. She may haul butt, but she does keep her space. I'm not even Arab, don't know Arabic, LOL. He says, man, I missed everything because of school.
School's important.
That's funny. I like that. If you hadn't wasted 12 years of your life in school, who knows how far you would have come in life already. I was held back by school, too. For a long time, school helped me back. Yeah, I traded today. I sold already. Put in yesterday to sell this morning. And so I did sell this morning. All my sell orders were already in. I showed everybody this piece of paper yesterday and the day before to tell them where their sell orders should be going up to. And so my orders sold today all the way up to right there, 1231 today. I sold in all these numbers. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. All shares I was buying at around $6 to $6.50 a share. And some of it I bought at $6.60, $6.70s, but most of this I was selling over 12. I bought in the 6s, folks. and I sold all the way up to that number that I showed to you guys. I showed this to you. Everybody on this channel saw this piece of paper, and you should have all had your sell orders up to that amount. Somebody told me they did. Somebody told me they did. They did what I told them, and they sold there. So congratulations. And then I bought some back when it got to 1171. I bought back at 1171, 1174, 1176, 1178. So is FOXO going to continue tomorrow? Probably. Right? I have no idea. I would not. My advice to people on runners that are making massive moves is stay away until the dust settles. There's too much possibility on something that makes a massive gain for it to make a massive loss. So I don't get in on stocks that have made a massive gain. First of all, I do not do that. I'll get on them when they fall the next day, like we did with SPPL. We just killed that stock. It was up 300% one day. Yesterday morning they knocked it down big time. It went from $1.55 all the way down to $1.03. We started buying it. We bought a lot of shares at $1.03, $4, $5, $6, $7. We started buying the shares at $1.49. Then it dropped from $1.49, and we were buying 10 shares at a time, down through the $1.40s, $1.30s, $1.20s, $1.10. And when it got down to 101, 102, 103, right there, we just started buying 40, 50 shares at a time, and we piled in, and we made a lot of money yesterday off of that stock. It took off after that, and it went way up. I could have made a lot more money than I made. I could have tripled what I made on it. I made about 600, but I could have made about 18 or 2,000 on it. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Catfish. Hello, Clive Sanderson. This is us. We're traveling down Interstate 75 right now, having ourselves a good time.
But it's raining.
It just started raining on us. We just entered the rain here in the southern part of the state of Ohio. We did see gas here in the center of the state priced around $2.49 or something. We missed that opportunity. And
Pickle Lodge? I want to go to Pickle Lodge.
Pickle Lodge. So, hello, Tank. Is that the Catmobile? Yes, this is the Catmobile. This is Mrs. Cat's little Lexus that she rides around in and toys around in and plays around in. And we don't get to use the sunroof right now at all because we got rain coming in. But, yep, this is my wife's car. This is the Catmobile, right? One of the Catmobiles. We have several Catmobiles, but this one is the one.
2 of them for sale if anybody wants to buy them.
Yep, we're going to sell a couple of our Catmobiles and downsize and get our driveway back. Of course, then again, I should complain right now because wintertime coming, there'll be less snow. I've got to move. It's got a bunch of cars there. So that would be one advantage. Anyways, we got some kind of interesting place here, the Butler Tech. That looks interesting. I want to thank you all for being with us as we travel south. And you all know that I showed you yesterday to have your sell orders at these numbers today. I told you to put them in good till cancel plus extended. And you watched me place one after the other, these orders. And I hope that you placed yours as well, okay, at these numbers, because that's what you should have had. Good till cancel plus extended, and you sold all these shares sold. And congratulations, everyone. Congratulations. Big time. And
No plate. Oh, there it is. I think it's in the corner.
Oh, they got a temporary, yeah. But look at all this traffic on the other side, folks. Ooh. Yuck. That is not pretty.
And it's not 5,
oh my
it's not 5
gosh.
o'clock. It's only 3:30.
Look at all that. And we're at Westchester right now. Westchester. And we are approaching Cincinnati. We're south on 75, and that's what that is. Traffic leaving Cincinnati, starting to get out at 3 o'clock, the 3 to 3:30 people. And most of those people work construction because they get to work at 7:30, and they get off at 3:30.
All these people?
Yeah, a lot of them, yeah. Not all, but a lot. They work in the construction business because that's what time they start is up at early, 7:30. You got to be in there, locked in, and ready to get out there in the field and start doing what you're doing. And so there's a Johnny Law in the middle there, up there.
Okay.
Johnny Law way up there in the middle, way ahead. I see these guys or someone that lost control of their car, one or the other, but there he is, right there, sneaking there. Yep. I saw you a long ways ago. I saw you way back, buddy.
Oh.
You're not gonna sneak by me. It is Johnny Law, and here we are into the throat of Cincinnati, ladies and gentlemen, 1 mile.
Well, I'm glad we're not doing this at 5 o'clock.
We could go 475 around Cincinnati or Columbus or whatever. No.
Honey, do you
We're fine.
want
This is what we want to do. This is it. 275 east, Columbus, Ohio. That's what we want. We don't want that over there. We're looking good. We might be able to skirt on through here before. No, we won't. It's not too bad. We're all right. We're cruising.
Mm-hmm.
We went into a little slowdown here. That's to be expected. We are here at freaking almost,
It's not even 4 o'clock yet.
We're good. The traffic's moving up ahead still very smoothly. We're looking good. All right, everybody. Well, want to talk about looking good. Did you see what happened to SoFi today? Did you see? Look how SoFi's red. You see that? It's red, everybody. Red. Yahoo says. SoFi is red, says Yahoo. Oh, no, there. It's just horrible. Oh, it's just so red, everyone. I love it. I just love the way Yahoo does that, don't you? Huh. Let's go see if they put on the 3-month or the 1-month chart. Well, why is the 1-month chart green? Hey, Shorty, how's that looking to you there? I've been coming, and you too. I've told you all. You are all warned in advance that this was coming. I told you about the golden cross. I told you about the triple upside crossover. I told you about the gaps that are here above us now, and these gaps are still there. The gaps are still there, people. I promise you, the gaps are there.
I don't know if I can do that.
Oh, you can do it. But you don't really need to go that fast, honey. I mean, please. You don't need to get to Florida that fast.
I'm just trying to get around that slowpoke. Sorry.
I just don't want them to fly me down there.
What?
I don't want to be flown down to Florida where my mom would bury me somewhere around the family.
Right. I trust your driving. You can trust mine. I probably drive better than you do.
Yeesh. Well, as you can see, you can tell who wears the pants around this house. Yep. She's got pants on right now.
Yeah.
And look at these boots, folks.
These boots are made for walking.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's just what they'll do.
Now you know why I make my wife walk around with a club, one of those clubs. I looked at you the other day, man. That thing telescopes out, and man, oh, man. Folks, we're driving here in the rain, and it really stinks.
It's not that bad. It's not pouring.
Yeah, that cloud is crazy. Yeah. It's not good. I hope we get through it fairly soon, though. We'll see.
Well, you've only sneezed once today.
Yeah,
and that was
I'm
in
out
McDonald's. And that was in McDonald's.
Yeah, it's in that house. It's that dog what's keeping me sneezing funny. Anyway, we're on to now this is the village of...
That's cool.
Oh, yes. It says here the village of Evandale. The village of Evandale is where we are right now. I'd like to thank you all for being here. DJT55 probably after hours. Oh, my gosh. That would be so cool. Sell order for SoFi the same tomorrow. Absolutely. Yep, that's right. And then you're going to start putting them here at 1266 and 1267, 1269, 1270, 1276, 1277, 1283, 1284, 1286, 87, 1288. And then they're going to stop it at 1288. And they're going to stop it dead in its tracks. And they're going to pull it back from there to who knows what. From 1288, they'll pull it back to 1213 because they got to keep it under 1229, see? They got to try to keep this under 1229. Folks, when they really start covering here, folks, there's no telling how fast this thing is going to explode to the upside. And yesterday, I showed you all these numbers, and I've been showing you these numbers now for several days. You're good? I've been showing you these numbers for several days to have your sell orders right there at those numbers, good till canceled plus extended. And if you had them there, that you would have sold this morning in the pre-market. I did. Cha-ching. I suspect that the price is going to run up to about $12 by the close. Let me refresh the screen because I don't think that's the price right now. I think it's rising. Oh, 1185.
Keep betting now. Stop it.
1185. Okay. Anybody upset about that being at 1185, up 3.8%? Don't pay attention to the redness of this chart. It's all hogwash. This is a typical Yahoo BS chart showing the price red when it's up freaking 3.87%. And now we come to the slowdown. Ooh, slow down. Yeah. You were right about LUMN. I was right. I was completely right about it. I was right. I told everybody it was going to explode off that line. I had seen it before. I knew what they were doing with it. I knew it was going to rise. I saw the 200-day moving average. I was completely right about it. And I told people, you better get in on this stock right now, folks, because it's getting ready to explode. I told everyone about it, and you all know that I was very, very adamant about that.
You keep hitting this. Stop it.
Shit. Hold on. LUMN. LUMN.
Your big knuckles are going to hit that. Maybe you need to move that.
LUMN. Oh, goodness gracious, you silly thing. L, capital lock. UMN. I can't do it, folks. When we're moving, it's just too hard to hit the buttons. Go. There we are. Oh, my gosh. Look at it, folks. 18%. Oh, my gosh. I told every one of you guys to buy that stock. And congratulations, everyone. Oh, my gosh. Look at that thing spring. Well, I was right, folks. I was right. Huh. Me. Well, it was written all over that chart. It was crying out. Springboard, springboard, springboard. I think I was right about SoFi when I told people buy in the $6 range two months ago. Pretty sure I was right about that. Yep. I was right about it. It just
is that a blay?
Yep, there's a blay. It just DJ Cheese, your thoughts on target? I'm going to sell it when it hits $66 and then I'm going to be a happy camper. I'll double my money on it. I'll sell it actually at 64. I don't care about the 66. I'm going to sell DJT when it hits 64. Or I might just hold on to it forever, just to have it as a keepsake. I don't know. Give it to Maisie one day. Or Nora.
Or both.
Boston 76781 says, me, I need 14. Well, believe me, you've got good reason to believe it can go there, because there's a reason that they want to make it go to $14.54 right now. They have a very good incentive to get the price to go to $14.54. And that's just the first of their incentives. There are other incentives for Anthony Noto and those that work for this company to get the price to $25, and they've got until June the 6th of next year to do it. 2026, I'm sorry, June the 6th, 2026 is what they have to have the price $25. And it means mega money to them to do that. It means mega money to them to do that. It is tons of funds on the line for them to get the price to $25, $35, and $45. It's called, the term exactly that it's called is performance bonuses. They're performance bonuses that have been, by the way, already paid out by SoFi. The money's already set aside for when the price gets to 25.
Look at how old that bridge is.
They get some of it. Yeah, this is a very
old bridge.
Bridge here.
Cincinnati, it says.
Cincinnati. Well, we finally made it into Cincinnati, folks. Here we are. Yes. But by the way, one thing I forgot to do that I wanted to do is, and this is, someone mentioned the windshield wipers that sound dry. You're right, and you can take, actually, for your windshield wipers, you can apply baby oil or Vaseline. Vaseline will keep that from happening right there. Vaseline. You just smear a little Vaseline along it, believe it or not, and it.
Obviously, we have not done that.
Yeah, we haven't done it. I didn't do it, but that's what will keep that from happening. Plus, it is always very good to. What happens is you get a lot of oil and fumes and stuff that build up on your blades, and clean them really good with a real like alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and then and you really want to get the oily stuff off before you apply the Vaseline. So clean them with a good degreaser first, and then smear a little tiny bit of Vaseline along the edge, and they'll be smooth and quiet.
Well, we need to do that maybe before we leave to come back.
So here we are now, Ohio, and the next state we're going to pass into is going to be Kentucky, where my old Kentucky home. Big red machine, yep. I sold all my PLTR 41, made a decent profit, but I wish I kept it now. I was afraid they'd pull it back to 35, and I was going to buy back. Well, I know what you mean, man. There was a good chance they were going to. I told everybody to sell some when it was at 39, because I expected to see a brief pullback before it took off, and that's exactly what it did. It was around 39.70 when I said, folks, you should sell this, and they pulled it down to around 37.50. They pulled it down about $2, and that's where I got back in on it after they ran it down there, and then it was off to the moon after that. But it did make that little pullback that I predicted when it was before it took off, and that was sweet. Have yourself a cold. Oh, right. Mark, did you send me some money? Oh, man. Let me go look at my Cash App or something. Don't know.
Oh, I think we're out of the traffic. Woo!
Look at LUMN, folks. It's over $9 now, up 18% today. I told you. That's right, Paul. SoFi is inventive and evolving. Take us to 40 next year. Yeah. There's nothing to stop it when it starts running too, folks. When it gets up to 16 and 17, it's going to run past the 24. There's nothing but gaps up above us. Oh, SoFi, 1183. And resistance R1 was just 1083 3 days ago. 1083 was the low resistance, 1083. And now we're $1 over that. Wow. That is phenomenal, people. We're coming past Xavier University right now. And we're coming back past some sort of big supply store, but I couldn't make out the name of it. Willoughby Supply. Not sure what they supply you with, but there you can get supplied. Moving right along here, making good time coming through Cincinnati, and we're starting to come up to an area where the traffic is going to get very slow. Up at the top of this hill, it's going to go to brakes. And look at this, they're beating people on using lights here, so this is sucky. This is going to be sucky. They are in the far left, on the right.
I'm not moving.
We're good. We're really good. Just moving right along here. This is a dangerous spot right here. Look at these people. They're completely stopped, and they got to pull out where 70-mile-an-hour traffic is. Ugh. That's not pretty. But I guess it fused in pretty good, and we're now merging in a orderly fashion. And that wasn't too bad. Man, we're just clipping right along here. Life in the fast lane, ladies and gentlemen. I sold all my PLTR and bought SoFi. Well, that's a very good idea, because PLTR is not going to keep running like that forever, folks. It won't. They don't do that. They don't just keep going up. They reach maximum torque, if you will, and then they pull back. They'll drop it back down to the 10-day moving average, where you'll get a chance to buy it again. There's an exit to Indianapolis is what this is. Interstate 74 going off to Indianapolis. Yep. Back in the days when the first pilgrims came over, they brought some apple seeds with them, and they grew some apple trees all over this area. But in this area, there were Indians, so they didn't come in here and plant the apples, and that's why they call this Indianapolis.
Okay.
Okay. Someone's going to try to yank out of this slow traffic and get over in the left lane, so be careful. They'll create a debacle when they do it.
I'm going slow, honey. I'm slowing down.
Yeah. Well, something up here that's a Cincinnati something or other. And look at this majestic-looking building here. Oh.
That's horrible noise.
Thank you. I'm sure everybody was getting like, I can't stand this anymore. Well, here we are, folks. A little bit of
downtime.
Yeah. There's a term for this. I'll think of it in a little bit. Thanks to watching Catfish channel. All right. Yeah. This is called gridlock. Like what this term is, gridlock. And gridlock can start 5 miles up the road. And it could be from an accident that happened a long time ago, but the gridlock drifts all the way back 5-10 miles. And then it's interesting because you'll often get up to where it just stopped, and you're like, what happened? Well, because the accident happened 2 hours ago or an hour and a half. And this is what happens from accidents that happened a long time ago. They cause a delay called gridlock. And if you don't know in the big city, that's the way it works. And well, why didn't you just go on over? The person was letting you in. Oh, let me pinch my way in between these two semi-tractor trailers. That'll be the easy route.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, my gosh. And now he's going to stop in the middle of the road, see, because he needs to get off right here now. He needs to stop in the middle of the road and get off here. So here he goes, shoving his nose over. Just do it. Do it, dude. great spot. This guy doesn't know what he wants to do.
Yeah.
I think he just has a signal on to just mess with everyone. Go over. Yay! Woohoo! The Jeep driver, and I gotta say, yep, oh yeah.
What?
Nothing.
What were you gonna say? It was a woman?
Here in Canada,
you were gonna say it was a woman.
Here in Canada,
of course it's a woman driving that Jeep.
Here in Canada, we would take the back roads to avoid that gridlock. That's right. Well, we don't know the back roads around Easy Pot.
Although Ty is really good at getting off and finding his way around
Cheryl,
traffic.
now you have to be careful with the wordage. We get.
That's not how I meant it.
We get in trouble for some things that
God.
we say. So you got to be careful. I like to try to sustain as long as possible. I try to think of other things and keep my mind occupied.
Shut up.
But I mean,
I meant that you can get yourself around traffic. Get off the exit, not the other thing.
Can you blame me? Jeez. PLTRs at 55. Unbelievable.
God, I might as well.
Oh, my goodness gracious. 55. I'm going to roll the window down and listen to the sound of the city. Let's listen to the sound of the city, everyone. Come on, let's stick our heads out the window and drive down the road with our heads out the window.
Hey, not with my phone, please.
Oh.
It's wet.
I did it under the bridge, honey. There was a bridge over back.
Yeah, well, I don't want my phone out in the rain.
That is one very ugly green car that you've got right there, I have to tell you. What's up with that yellow trim? Oh, man. Some people. You guys seeing that?
How much battery do I have left on my phone?
70% of it is gone. So pretty soon we're going to plug her phone in here, folks. We're going to lose power on her phone.
I don't have anywhere to plug my phone in. I don't have right adapters.
Oh, shoot. You're kidding. You can't charge your phone. Oh, Lord. Well, folks, it's almost 4 o'clock, and Cheryl's phone only has 14%. That was an ugly green indeed, someone said. Well, hey, everybody, listen. Congratulations for another great day with SoFi today, everybody. Look at that. Look at that debacle for Yahoo trying to make the chart red. It's up 3.59%. And look at this 3-month chart now, folks. Holy smokes. The 3-month chart, SoFi up 81.27%. Holy smokes, we called it, people. We called it. We called it out. We called out this winter, and we picked it up at the right time, folks. We got it at the right time on a triple upside crossover. We bought this stock on a triple upside crossover, folks. And look what it's doing now. Oh, wow.
Well,
fabulous.
He's going around all this.
Oh, yeah, there's accidents. So here's where the accident was, right here. That's where the accident was. That's where one of them was, anyway. Yeah. So, folks, I tell you what, I do not believe.
You need to get off my phone.
I am. I do not believe SoFi is going to make any kind of a move right here into the close in the last couple of minutes. And I don't want to kill my wife's phone entirely because she has grandchildren
and so do you.
Well, yes, exactly. That we need to keep in communication with and keep our kids updated. So, and her cell phone is down to 13%. So, we're going to call it a day. Clive, thank you for that donation just then. Your name will be added to the list right now, Clive.
You don't have to do it while you're on the phone with us.
I will do it, and I want to thank you very much for your donation, Clive, and everyone else who's been here today. So, Clive Sanderson, I will add you to the list, and I appreciate that donation. We're going to get out of here now, and you guys have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow, 9:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same cat time or same cat channel. Clive, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And everybody, we're out of here now. We'll catch you guys later. We're we're going to be on our way to Florida tomorrow, continuing the trip to arrive there in Florida. All right, bye-bye, everybody.
You'll come back on tomorrow and talk to people about the stocks.
Yep. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Have a great evening, everyone. From Catfish Tyler, over and out. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for being here. Yep. Thank you very much. Kapira Tekin, thank you, Catfish. So thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you. We appreciate your help here on this channel, and your donations today were huge. So thank you for all those great donations today. All right, we're out of here, everybody. Have a great day, everyone, and congratulations on a fantastic day with SoFi again today. Bye-bye, everybody. See you tomorrow morning, 9:16 a.m. Eastern.